Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how the Denver Nuggets had a very scary game versus the Houston Rockets where Jokic fouled out and the game wasn't over, but they found out how to get it done 128 to 125 over the Houston Rockets. The Rockets are now 16-7 and 8-5 on the road, and the Denver Nuggets are 19-6 and 7-4 at home. That's a good record, and they was at home tonight. Houston won the first quarter 30-24, but the Nuggets won the second quarter 34-21. Got a good lead, but they couldn't keep it because the Houston Rockets won the third quarter 35-31. In the fourth quarter 31-28 to force an overtime period. Amen Thompson, I believe, did a bad foul, which allowed them to get a free throw to tie it. Jokic misses the three, and that's how they got into overtime where Denver won it 11-8. And that was enough to get them to win. Let's actually talk about the Rockets first. They didn't play a lot of people. Wayne Durant, 44 minutes, 25 points. He had the mid-range jumper on automatic, got deep in the paint for fadeaways, got pull-up jumpers, and then he also doing a pull-up three like he could always do, but he was making them. 8 of 14 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line. He also was able to take his time and attack the way that he wanted to, which sometimes led to getting fouled, but he went 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Always been a great free throw shooter, and that continued in this one. He did have 5 rebounds, 7 assists, but it did come with 5 turnovers. That was a big problem for him. And this one, other than that, he had 1 steal in 5 blocks. He has very good speed and very good length. So sometimes you might think you can get it off, or you might think that you're going to do it. And he can always catch you that way too, blocking your shot. And then 3 personal fouls and a +2 and plus minus. Jabari, he found a way to always be open. And since you have to double or collapse sometimes, he's the guy that you don't want to leave open because he can make those shots, and he also is long enough and strong enough to get to the rim and finish. He played 43 minutes and had 16 points with 6 of 11 from the field. He shot 4 of 6 from 3, but he had no free throws, but he got a double-double, which is better because he had 10 boards, 4 assists, and he also had 2 turnovers in the block. 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls in the -1 and plus minus. Every starter for the Houston Rockets scored in double figures. They all had 1 or more rebounds too, and that's something that you always have to love to see. Alperen Sengun was taking his time trying to find ways to score, whether it was driving to the basket, hitting a mid-range jump shot, or even trying to attempt threes. He played 42 minutes, went and got game-high 33 points for the Houston Rockets. He shot 14 of 27 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, had a triple-DZ. 10 rebounds, 10 assists to go with that 30. 4 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, 4 offensive rebounds. He almost fouled out 2 because he had 5 personal fouls, but he was a -6 also in plus minus. He's a tough cover. He's real physical, and he's really smart how he uses his handle and how he uses his length and his strength to be able to finish. He always tries to go hard and try to make sure he protects the ball so he can always get bumped or knocked first to be able to make a free throw or get an N1. Plus, he's just so strong of coming at you that you kind of have to give him a little bit of room to get that layup off. Plus, he can always spin off you and get a fadeaway type of shot, or he can always just stop and pop and hit a wide open shot if you sag too far off of him. Josh Okogie, 28 minutes, 16 points, 7 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, all 1 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a +9 and plus minus. He did a good job of getting to the rim and taking good looks all game, but he also knocked down his threes, and that's always a positive thing to get from him, especially when he also do some things for you defensively, and the steals really helped out. And then Amen Thompson, a guy that almost cost them the game and ended up doing it because he had some bad fouls, and he had a bad foul also in overtime. 44 minutes for him, 14 points, 5 of 13 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 4 or 5 from the free throw line. He did have a double-double with 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 2, 1 turnover, 4 offensive rebounds. That was really good. And then 3 personal fouls and was a -3 and plus minus. You just hope that he can defend it and find a way to do the little small things and the dirty work to help you get over the top and be able to win. But his activity cost them a lot in this one, and it sucks. But he did a lot of positive things too. He did more good than he did bad in this one. Steven Adams, 16 minutes, 3 points, 101 from the field. You know, is going to be finishing around the rim. He got also 2 free throws made, one missed the other. Finished 1 or 2 from the free throw line. He had a turnover, no rebounds, which is something you never really see from him. And then 3 personal fouls and a -8 and plus minus. Clint Capella came in, played 7 minutes, had 1 point because he went 1 or 2 from the free throw line. He also had 2 rebounds and was a -6 and plus minus. Aaron Holiday scored a three, so he finished with 3 points. He had 10 minutes played to get it. He also had 1 assist and no turnovers, but he did have 2 personal fouls and was a -7 and plus minus. Reed Shepherd had the mid-range game going. He also had a transition basket because he got a steal. He also finished 3 of 9 from three. He's still working on that jump shot. He took a lot more shots than I thought he would, but they kept giving him chances and they kept taking a gamble on him. And he didn't really hurt him enough in this one. And if he would have, they probably would have won this game because the game was just that close. And any of those plays or any of the shots that he could create it, if they would have worked a little bit more, they would have been able to get this one. But it just didn't happen for him. Other than that, he ended up having a game when he had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block, and 2 personal fouls by the end of it. And he was a +5 and plus minus also. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision. 47 to 93, not 51% from the field, 12 of 25, 48% from three, 19 to 26, 73% from the free throw line, 46 rebounds as a team, 29 assists, 16 turnovers, 7 steals, 8 blocks, 12 offensive rebounds, 34 defensive rebounds, and 25 personal fouls. It was just crazy seeing both of these teams splash threes and mid ranges. Somebody open for mid range, somebody open for three, somebody driving to the paint. Both teams just kept coming at each other and had no real answer of stopping each other. And it just was one team got a win before the clock and the time was over, and it ended up just being Denver. I mean, both teams was really going at each other, having a lot of success offensively, and it really was nothing that either team can do to stop or slow down each other. Just one team had to have the last shot. One team had to have a better execution and be a little bit more smarter, and it ended up being Denver in this one. So let's talk about him. Cameron Johnson, 43 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from three, 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a +8 and plus minus. He hit the shots when it mattered. He always was able to get a good look, and he was able to knock them down. Most of his shots was open, so that's how it should be. Obviously, even the transition baskets, but that's what he does. You know, no Aaron Gordon, no Christian Braun. If they was healthy, they'd be doing the same thing as Cam Johnson and Peyton Watson. They just fill in and do the things that the team needs to be able to function properly. Spencer Jones, 41 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 5 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. I like what he was able to do. Just picked his shots real well and was able to do what the team needed him to do when he was open or when he could have did something for him. He always turned down a shot or just stayed out the way. So you have to like that. And then Nikola Jokic was splashing them threes. He went 5 of 9 from three, 13 and 27 from the field. Had the shot going near the basket, had the shot going from the perimeter, had the ability to get to the free throw line a lot in this one. 8 of 11 from the free throw line, 13 to 27 from the field. Game high 39 points and then 42 minutes played. He also had a triple-double this time, 15 rebounds, 10 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Also had 4 offensive rebounds, and he did foul out, like I said before. He was a +1 and plus minus. Jokic shows you that there's nothing that he can't really do besides play defense at an elite level. That's the only knock on Jokic is that he can't defend at an elite level. And that's it. Other than that, he got the whole game figured out. And he just dominated this game so many ways that it's just crazy to see it. But it's reality. This is a guy that's really doing this on a nightly basis most of the time. So Jamal Murray, 43 minutes, he played the most, and it was tied with Cameron Johnson for the most. He had 35 points. Of course, he had to get his, and he did a good job of helping close out the game without Jokic. 9 of 17 from the field, 3 of 5 from three. He also shot more free throws than Jokic because he went 14 to 15. That really helped them get in the game, stay in the game, and win it. 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Peyton Watson, 6 minutes, 5 points. He was the only starter to not get in double figures. And like I said, he only played 6 minutes, so that's a good reason why. Other than that, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, and a -3 and plus minus. Zeke Najee got a dunk to go, but he did miss a 3. That was the only shot that he missed, so he went 1 of 2 from the field in 9 minutes. He also had 1 rebound and what was a +5 and plus minus. Jonas Valanciunas was getting all his shots near the rim, just little jump shots and push shots. Finished with 14 minutes, 8 points, 4 or 5 from the field. Didn't really miss none of them. He's really been efficient doing it in this entire season. 3 rebound, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and 6 personal fouls. He fouled out a little too slow out there for the athletic, mobile Houston Rockets. A +6 and plus minus though. Tim Hardaway Jr. did what he should do, which is provide spacing and instant scoring. He did have 13 points in 40 minutes because he went 4 of 10 from the field and 2 of 8 from 3 and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He also had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, and a +4 and plus minus. Bruce Brown, 27 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 9 rebounds. Ended up having the most on the bench. Every person on the bench ended up getting a rebound or more. He also had 4 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals, which came in handy. And he also had 2 offensive rebounds and 2 personal fouls and was a -3 and plus minus. 43 of 85, 51% from the field. Tied with the Rockets. The only difference was the Rockets took more field goal attempts. And then they ended up shooting less from 3, 15 to 34, 44%. The Denver Nuggets shot 9 more threes than the Rockets, but the Rockets made theirs at a better percentage. And then the problem was they went 27 to 33, 82% from the free throw line. They made more free throws than the Rockets, and they took more free throws than the Rockets, made more free throws than the Rockets, and shot a better percentage than the Rockets. And then the Rockets did out rebound them 46 to 38. And then they also had 29 assists compared to the Nuggets 24. The difference was the Rockets had 16 turnovers, the Nuggets had 10, and then the Nuggets had 10 steals. The Rockets only had 7, and then 5 blocks for the Nuggets, 8 for the Rockets. And then obviously the Rockets had 12 offensive rebounds, the Nuggets had 7, 31 rebounds defensively for the Nuggets, the Rockets had 34, and then 28 personal fouls, which was more than the Rockets, who had 25, but it didn't matter because the Nuggets shot more free throws in this one compared to the Rockets. But close game, very competitive. Like I said, a lot of jump shooting in this game. You got to leave somebody open. You got to take a gamble on that. The Nuggets was able to make the Rockets pay a little bit more, especially from the free throw line. And that was the way to keep staying in the game, because the Rockets are a tough team to guard. They're a tough team to cover. They have a lot of size. They have a lot of athleticism. They pass the ball real well. They got guys that can score in isolation too, while still being able to find and set up their teammates. But the Nuggets can do it too. And the Nuggets were saying, well, you can do it, I can do it. But we can do it a little bit better than y'all. And like I said, both teams are missing crucial players to what they are and what they do in their identity. But didn't matter. Somebody had to win tonight, and the Nuggets said, we'll do it. We'll take it. We came to do it anyway, so we're happy to do it. I do think the Nuggets are still a better team than the Rockets. They have more chemistry. They have more better. I think Jokic is the best player in this game, for example. I just feel like the Rockets just have a little bit of more potential because some of their guys are still learning, still growing, still developing, and still trying to be in those pressure situations. And I feel like some of them crumbled in this one while they had to, basically rely on KD and Şengün and those guys to try to make things more easier for them and make things less difficult to score. And that's what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to make the role player's job easier, and they're supposed to play their role, and that's how it's supposed to work when the stars is healthy and the role players are mainly healthy too. So I just feel like Denver, they just found a way to stay attacking in so many ways, and the free throw line to me was that difference. Even though the rebounds helped the Rockets too, and it helped them get more shots, I do feel like the Rockets just was a little slow sometimes. They just made some bad mistakes, and Denver did too, and that's why it was only a close win. But that's why execution matters. That's why being slower and taking your time matters, and that's why having guys that can shoot matter, because you have to pick what you want to give up, and sometimes these guys were letting it fly even if you was near them. But since it was dropping, you look at it like there's nothing else we can do. I remember Shingun. He was like, man, Jokic made it again. Well, that's why you got to give him space because you don't want him driving past you. You don't want him just finding another teammate. You said, I got to kind of give up the three. And then he makes it and there's nothing you can do. But the Rockets was doing the same thing. It came down to who had the last couple of shots. And it came down to who can make them and who can defend and who will make them and who will miss them. And the Denver Nuggets did just enough to get the win. And that's all you have to do sometimes. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when they first come out. Also do conversation video just like this, but about various NBA only and basketball topics. Also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and other future stars. Also do mock draft and draft coverage too. I also got over 4,000 videos already on my channel. You can watch right now, and it's all for free. Plus, I try to upload videos every single day throughout the day to give you something to watch and look forward to when it comes to basketball and NBA content, entertainment, when it comes to those type of things too. Other than that, thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for appreciating the content for what it is. Continue to come back and show me love and respect. I need it. I love it, and I enjoy having it, and I'm happy you guys are my fans and my supporters and my subscribers. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace, and I'll see y'all hopefully later today with more analysis.